You probably tell yourself every single day that one day you'll change your life, become disciplined, become successful, and finally become the person you want to be. But somehow the days keep repeating themselves. The same excuses, the same bad habits, the same frustration, and slowly you start believing that maybe you're just not capable of becoming successful. But the truth is, you are not weak. You are simply stuck in the wrong habits and surrounded by the wrong mindset. In this video, I'm going to share 5 powerful rules that can completely change your mindset, your discipline, and your future. The first rule is simple: get clear about what you want and write it down. Most people fail because they don't even know what they truly want. You can't hit a target you can't see. The moment you write your goals down, your brain starts treating them like a real mission instead of just another random thought. Successful people don't just dream, they create a clear plan. The second rule is to stop expecting everyone to understand your goals. Not everyone will support you, and sometimes even the people closest to you will doubt your vision. That's normal. Never depend on other people for motivation or approval. Instead, surround yourself with people who want to grow, people who take action instead of making excuses. Your environment shapes your future more than you realize. The third rule is called will plus way. Motivation alone is not enough. You need a strong reason why you want success, and you also need a clear path to achieve it. Ask yourself, why do I really want this? The stronger your reason becomes, the weaker your excuses become. Then stop focusing on huge changes overnight and start taking small actions every single day, because small consistent actions can completely transform your life. The fourth rule is the 15-minute rule. Most people think success requires working non-stop for hours every day, but real change starts with consistency, not intensity. Spend just 15 minutes improving yourself every day. 15 minutes learning, 15 minutes working on your goals, 15 minutes building your future. Even on your worst days, those small efforts matter. That's how discipline is built. And the final rule is simple: never quit. Life will test you. Some days you'll feel tired, lost, unmotivated, and mentally exhausted. But slow progress is still progress. Missing one day is not failure. Giving up completely is the real failure. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is not talent, it's the ability to keep going when things get difficult. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start now, even if it's small. Because 1 year from today, you'll wish you had started earlier. One day, you're going to wake up and realize how much time you wasted waiting. Waiting to feel motivated. Waiting for the perfect opportunity. Waiting for someone to believe in you. But life doesn't reward people who wait forever. Life rewards the people who move even when they're scared, tired, or uncertain. And deep down, you already know this. You know you're capable of more. You know there's a better version of yourself hidden underneath the fear, the laziness, the overthinking, and the pain you never talk about. The problem is not that you don't have potential. The problem is that every single day, your comfort zone is stealing your future little by little. Think about this for a second. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. Either you'll be proud that you stayed consistent and kept fighting for your dreams, or you'll still be sitting in the same place, filled with regret, wondering why nothing changed. Because the hardest truth in life is this: nobody is coming to save you. Not motivation videos. Not your friends. Not luck. Not tomorrow. At some point, you have to make a decision. You either continue repeating the same cycle, or you finally become serious about your life. And listen carefully, you do not need to become perfect overnight. You just need to stop betraying yourself every day. Every time you quit too early, every time you ignore your goals, every time you choose comfort over growth, you slowly lose confidence in yourself. But the opposite is also true. Every small promise you keep to yourself builds self-respect. Every small action builds discipline. Every hard day you survive makes you mentally stronger. That's why successful people are not always the smartest or the most talented. They are simply the people who refuse to stop. So if you're struggling right now, if you feel lost, tired, or mentally exhausted, remember this: your current situation is not your final destination. Your story is not over yet. You still have time to rebuild yourself. You still have time to change. You still have time to become the person you were meant to be. But sometimes the saddest thing isn't failure. The saddest thing is having so much potential inside you, and never using it. There are people right now living the life you dream about, not because they are special, but because they decided to stop making excuses and finally take control of their life. And maybe nobody sees your struggle right now. Maybe nobody understands the pressure in your mind, the silent battles you fight every night, or how many times you've tried to start over. But that doesn't mean your effort is meaningless. Every painful moment is shaping you. Every difficult day is teaching you something. And every time you refuse to give up, you become stronger than before. The truth is, growth is uncomfortable. Changing your life is uncomfortable. Waking up early, staying disciplined, working when you don't feel like it, staying alone while everyone else is distracted, it's hard. But suffering from regret later is even harder. Imagine looking back years from now and realizing you could have changed your entire future if you had just believed in yourself a little more. That pain is different. So stop underestimating yourself. Stop talking yourself out of your own dreams. You were not born just to survive every day and repeat the same routine until life ends. You were born with the ability to create, improve, grow, and become something greater. But none of it happens without action. Confidence comes after action. Discipline comes after repetition. Success comes after struggle. Nobody starts strong. People become strong by surviving moments they thought would break them. So if life feels heavy right now, don't quit. This chapter of your life is not the end of your story. One decision, one habit, one step forward can completely change everything. And maybe this is the moment where your new life finally begins. One day, all the pain, the struggle, the lonely nights, and the moments where you felt like giving up will finally make sense. One day you'll look back at this version of yourself, the tired version, the broken version, the confused version, and you'll realize that this was the moment that started changing everything. Because growth is invisible at first. Nobody sees the discipline. Nobody sees the sacrifices. Nobody sees the silent battles happening inside your mind. But one day, the results speak louder than the pain ever did. And listen carefully, you still have a chance. As long as you are breathing, as long as your heart is beating, your story is not finished yet. You can still rebuild yourself. You can still become stronger. You can still create a life that makes you proud. But it starts with one decision. The decision to stop running away from your potential. The decision to stop doubting yourself. The decision to fight for the future you truly deserve. Because nobody else can live your life for you. Nobody else can save your dreams. And nobody else can unlock the greatness inside you except yourself. So from this moment on, stop saying, maybe someday. Start saying, this is my time. This is my comeback. This is the beginning of my new life. And trust me, the person you are becoming will one day thank you for not giving up today.